Hey, Michael Kwan here with Megatech News. We're checking out the first Samsung Smart School here in Canada. They equip their students with Galaxy Note 10.1 tablets and a 65-inch whiteboard. Let's check it out.
Education is a key area of focus for us, and really the ultimate focal point is the student and the teacher. So it's not so much the technology as an enabler. Our goal is really to enhance the learning environment. And so what we've seen is from a one-to-one learning perspective, not only does the teacher interact in a more comprehensive fashion with the students interact with each other and help each other out.
So Riverside's been a lead school in the area of technology for probably the last 8 years or so. And part of the reason we can do that is that we build our professional development around the use of technology in our school. So a number of our Pro D days revolve around that. We set up our learning team, so we've got teams of teachers who meet every week and talk about, okay, how do we engage kids? Samsung has sent out a team. They worked with us right from the start with just an overview of how the solution works, and then building in that sit-down time to say, okay, here's how we do this, here's how we do that.
And how did you decide which classroom and which teacher would be using the technology?
That's a great question. It's kind of a number of circumstances. One, we wanted a teacher who has worked in, who knows the one-to-one environment, who's comfortable with technology, who's willing to take risks, who's willing to innovate.
What would you say in terms of the training that you've received in order to best use this technology?
I'm a gadget person, so I just pick it up and go. So it's a pretty straightforward thing. I mean, if anybody in this day and age, pretty much everybody has got some kind of smartphone and smart device, so it's very similar to that kind of stuff where you just click and pick, and the pen is unreal. It writes like a real pen, but you can choose it to be a highlighter, you can choose for it to be a pencil, you can choose for it to be whatever color pen you want. So then what you can do is you can write in different colors to highlight some information all in this one device. And what it allows students to do is you can have everything, their entire courses for their whole day. This is it. They'll be on their way to a soccer game, their mom or dad's driving them, or a hockey game or something. They'll grab their device and they can do 2 or 3 questions in the car on the way because they know everything is here.
When I'm stuck at home, I get to ask my friends how to do this question, what to do, and it's making the class more fun. With this, you can you talk through your tablet, so the class is still quiet. You can still concentrate, but you talk to them via the device.
How has the Samsung School changed or enhanced your ability to teach the students?
When I do my lessons, I can then select a student, and what will happen is if I pick a particular student, their work goes up on the smart board, and they can now contribute to the lesson. So what they can do is right at their seat, they can write part of the lesson, help me do a problem. Also, when I'm working on this, I can see what every student has on their screen, which increases their accountability because I know are they on the lesson, are they on task, or are they off task. So I think those are 2 really powerful features.
What would you say to the district administrators that are worried about budget and about cost of providing 35 tablets to a classroom?
Parents might buy smartphones for their students. They may wish to buy tablets for their students. So can we look at a mixed environment in which the school, maybe for financial constraint reasons, can afford a certain number of tablets or a certain amount of equipment? Maybe the parents can acquire tablets as well, because the interesting piece is typically today in a piecemeal technology deployment, the equipment is always owned by the school. And so the student comes into the classroom, uses the tablet or uses the laptop, leaves it in the classroom. Outside of the classroom, learning might diminish. So the ultimate intent is you want the student to bring the tablet with them at home at night and to learn in that environment as well, because learning happens throughout the day, not necessarily in the classroom.
Given your experience with the Samsung Smart Classroom thus far, where do you think education and classrooms are going to go into the future?
My hope is that we see this one-to-one environment really happen right across the board in every classroom. So that would be my dream for this school, is to see that we're one-to-one right around the building, and that we've got a solution like Samsung that's in place to be able to allow us to manage that infrastructure and support the learning for kids.
What do you anticipate in terms of having this roll out clear across Canada to every high school?
but we actually have a second pilot which just got started. It's just underway with an elementary school in Devon, Alberta, just south of Edmonton. So what we want to do is we want to have a few pilot projects underway in various geographic areas across the country, and then to invite other schools and districts just to come in and see what the learning environment is like, how the learning environment has changed, and to raise a level of awareness. At that point, it's really based upon the school, the district, their budgets, their philosophy towards digital learning, and we'll see where the project takes us.
So that wraps up our time here at the Samsung Smart School. Students can no longer say that the dog ate their homework. It is up in the cloud and is in their tablets. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll check you out next time.
Michael, pay attention.
Yes, Miss Nordheimer.